So it's good
All
times.
right. Hello, everybody.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
It's great to see you all once more. Let's get the overlay going. Get this up and showing. We're very well prepared this time. I wasn't actually scrambling to get things done.
Nice. Am I actually allowed to be in the Roll20 right now?
Yes, you're all allowed to be in the Roll20. We will be using it today.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Woo!
You guys had a level up session. It
Cool.
would be a shame for you to level up and not be able to use all your fun new gadgets this time around.
Oh, there's some fun
fun.
new gadgets, let me tell you.
Fun.
Yeah, I wanted to spend an entire session talking to my bear.
Ah,
I
Oh,
bet you
your
fucking
did.
bear.
well, just a few things before we officially start. I am having throat issues. I have
yeah.
some chamomile tea next to me, and I have some macaroni and cheese that I made about 4 hours ago. And so
Nice.
I will be using that to help my throat.
Okay.
So soft-spoken NPCs only for this session. I can't be as boisterous as some of the past NPCs. However, we still will have a very nice time because I have some special things planned for you all.
Ooh.
All of you
That's frightening.
are fairly experienced D&D players. You've been around, you've seen a few monsters. And
Yeah.
I hope
Oh,
that
no.
perhaps today you may see at least one new thing that you have no idea what it is. So,
Oh God.
look forward to
Ouncy.
that. Yes.
I'm
Ouncy, I
terrified.
feel like I have a lot of experience with your DMing and D&D playing, and I
Yes.
am scared.
Oh, you should be. Anyway.
I am frightened.
21 hit points.
Before we start,
Yes.
let me test this. So this is what my voice is gonna sound like for today.
Okay. That
I
sounds
can hear
fine.
you fine.
But let me know if this one's better. Okay, how does this one sound?
Sounds different, but
Yeah.
I don't know if the quality is worse.
Yeah, I
think
don't
the
know
quality's actually
either.
slightly better.
Slightly better?
Okay, then yeah, I'll just use this for now.
Okay. So, would anybody like to give a recap?
No, but I need to go do something real quick. I will
That's-
be right back.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to go like one more time after that too. Sorry.
That's fine, that's fine. We're
Eric,
letting
you
the
wanna give it a
PNGs
shot?
load in too.
I'm not confident. I'm very not confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know what happened, but it's just like gone right now. I was thinking about it earlier
Okay.
too.
I guess I can give it a try because a lot of it was centered around Grimm at the beginning. So after our time in the tavern, we all decided it was about time to leave and head back to the town. A lot of loss, a lot of pain, all that good stuff. So the Odd Company set back out to the town of, I'm forgetting the name again, of Darnatel. And after spending a little bit of time trying to find the trail, the group set off with Grim in the lead. They were heading south, and Grim noticed a figure, and after a bit of inspection, realized it was Crowed. He went to go check it out, and the rest of the party just saw him wander off into the trees. He got close, and then he was gone. And then a little bit of time passed. He saw Crowed again, and then went close, disappeared. This went on for a little bit until eventually Grim kind of just lost his mind and ran headfirst into what he thought was Crowed, and it turned out to be a tree, and knocked himself unconscious. The group decided to set up camp because there's no way they were dragging Grim anywhere. And we all got our little level up little dream/vision sequences. I don't really remember anyone's, but we all leveled up and we all woke up and made it back to the town. And that's where we are starting today.
Fantastic. That will be awarded an inspiration that you may use at any point during this session. You may want to use it. However, I will summarize the visions you all had, as they are also very important. For Grim, you experienced visions and auditory hallucinations during your slumber. Things tailored around not being the same anymore. Something about a gem. And a old man diminishing somebody. As for Toadstool, he was revisited by the Shadow of Horns and received another letter that he believed to have been written. It was in his handwriting once more, along with a few spells. His book continues to grow. For Hunter, it was a very, very restless night. There was no vision and there was no dream. It was very real. It was a very real affliction. His curse grew more. However, some advantages came to light from it. Quizier did have an encounter with the mysterious knight with the bowed sham on the flotsam in the middle of that ethereal ocean. And Zeph had an encounter with the Angel of Mercy, devoted themselves to the way of mercy, and received a gift from the angel, along with a task, and premonition that was shared amongst another party member, though neither one knows that the other one is affiliated with the Angel of Mercy. And that's where we left off in terms of the dreams. After that, you all made contact with Radovan. And a game plan was formulated. With nowhere else to go, you are forced to venture to Octus Ray and complete the mission assigned to you all by the Coachman. Or if you do not, you are seen as an enemy of the Coachman, and it is a very, very bad thing to become their enemy, as they had control over most of the civilized lands in this area, except for Octus Ray. So, Radovan told you all to make your way to Octus Ray. And more specifically, the Central Castle. Or, even more specifically, below the Central Castle. That's where Radovan believes that is he believes that is the location of what you are looking for, in terms of your scouting mission, in terms of information of what is happening in Octus Ray. You don't know where Radovan is, but you do know that he is at some point where he can see the city. Another important reminder, he also said that he has a way to get you all out alive. He assured you of this. And that is where you all are left off, in the small town of Durnatel, a destination in mind. If we take a look at this map, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have about an 11-day journey ahead of you if you continue at a normal pace. There'll be an 8-day journey at fast pace, and a 15 journey at a slow pace. One more important factor, Radovan is still worried about you all being capable once you get to Octus Ray, and told you to take your time. So, you are free to do as you will.
So is it the next morning since when we arrived back in Darnatel?
Yes.
Or...
What's the weather like in Dartel?
Give me a D100.
Ooh, yeah. 83.
83. It is a lovely day. There's a bit of chill in the air, but that is just due to the season. There are a few clouds in the air, and the sun, the rays from it, warm your skin.
Okay. This Toadstool, like, steps out into the morning air. He'll, like, wrap his motley fur cloak tighter around himself, just, like, close his eyes and tilt his head up towards the sky and just, like, stand there for a bit. Bask in the sun. And then he's gonna go start looking for herbs nearby.
Alright, that would be a survival check.
Alright, let me go and double check what my skill proficiencies are with this character.
Wait.
Oh.
Toadstool's not allowed to go off by himself anymore.
Well, are you awake with Toadstool when he decides to go off?
I imagine Grim would probably have watched Toadstool leave and followed him out.
Okay.
Okay. So it's survival, that's 4.
A 4. You find nothing but some common moss and crabgrass.
Can I do anything with that?
No.
Didn't think so. I'm still gonna take it and I'm gonna store it for later.
Find anything good?
Nah.
The cold weather might have something to do with it.
What are we doing?
What do you mean?
Now. Octis Ray. Toadstool. Unsure.
I don't know much more than you do. Suppose we'll figure it out as we go. Bit of a journey until we get there. Sure, we can come up with a plan by then.
Toadstool does not like.
It's definitely not the best situation, but it seems it's the only real choice we have. If the rest of those coachmen are any as good as Radovan, don't think we want to become enemies of them.
Not fair.
But
Still,
your-
Toadstool does not like.
I don't like it
Yes.
either, but with your brains, my bronze, and the others, I like our odds.
Yeah. But still, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. We've got the coachman, but then we've got officers. So I don't know what's in store for us.
I mean,
Honestly, I was hoping it would take us longer, you know?
I think
get
that
to
was the
this
plan.
I know it was the plan, but I don't feel good about going there.
Well, I don't know anything about the city, but it's a city. Can't be too bad.
Not the city you have to worry about. The people in it.
Sure, I'm sure not every single person's in there is terrible.
Well, I haven't met everybody there, but everybody I've met from there has been awful. Absolutely horrible, actually.
While they're discussing this, Toadstool just kind of like tries to slip away. And he's gonna head back into town and see if he can find a leather worker. But that can come back later.
Noted.
Okay. Look, I do not know what is going on there, but I don't know. Have you looked at a map from any time from a few years ago at all? Or have you just seen, like, more recent maps?
Just
Because,
more recent.
well, you see, you know how Octus Ray, and I'm gonna pull out a map, just a map that I have, and I'm gonna, like, flatten it out on, like, a stump, or, like, a table, or whatever's just around. Do you know how Octus Ray kind of just sits in the middle of the entire continent, and there's nothing around it? Just, like, vast wastelands of nothing.
I always thought it was just open plains.
Well, wasn't always open plains. There used to be something there.
What, town?
More than one town. At least 10 towns. All little villages, all surrounding this huge city. Octus Ray wiped them out.
Wiped them out and incorporated them.
Wiped them out. As in, burned them down and killed most of the people in the towns. Completely. Destroyed everything.
Any idea why?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why they do what they do.
if they went out of their way to wipe out 10 towns, that's a pretty good chunk of people. They must have thought they had a pretty good reason to do it. Or at least they thought it was important enough. Maybe that's what the coachmen are after, trying to figure out why they needed those people gone. They didn't want anyone to be able to see what they were doing. Makes sense why the coachman would just be more afraid than anything.
Look, I know you don't know a lot about Octus Ray, but Look, I used to live in one of those villages. I lived there my whole life. And everything was mostly fine. We didn't have to worry about that much. There was a town militia, just in case something bad happened. But, you know, we were peaceful people. We liked to grow things and care for things and... One day, a few years ago, we got a notice that Octus Ray was gonna come. So we did our best to prepare for it, but there were so many of them. We couldn't put up any sort of... As far as I can tell, I'm the only person who survived it. I don't know why or how, or if they just thought it would be funny to leave one survivor of a massacre. Everybody you knew and loved dead around you on the ground. And the sad part is, there's no even remaining parts of the village. There's no, like, frames of houses. There's no stones on the ground. There's not even any blood left.
Total scorched earth.
Yes. So you tell me, how was it good? How was it justified that all of those good people, those kind people I knew, had to die?
I'm not saying it's good what happened. I'm just saying the people of Octus Ray, people in charge, if they deemed it necessary, they must have had a reason for it.
I need to find out what that reason is.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. If they wiped out an entire village, 10 villages nonetheless, they're no friends of mine.
Well, that's good at least. To be honest, I don't remember a lot of the fight. I don't know what exactly happened. I couldn't even identify the bodies. I don't know who's dead.
Oh,
But I have to hope that at least somebody's. It would be too cruel if nobody else.
well, the only way to get answers is to go to Octus Ray.
I know. I'm worried it's gonna happen. That somebody that I know and care about will. I know that the sacrifice is scary about that.
You were cutting out a little bit.
Okay. Let me. Scary to think about that happening again, where somebody I know dies to Octus Ray. And I don't know if I'll ever understand. Or I'm angry, but I don't want to stoop to their level. You know? I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to go on a rant. Just want to know
I understand.
how they can sleep at night doing.
I understand. Come on, let's go start getting ready to pack up and head out.
All right. When we need to
Okay.
get.
I believe we have a small little gnome going to leather workers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of like ducked out in the middle of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna go and he's gonna see if he can find somebody who will sell him a sling and a couple of those sling bullets.
Sling in some sling bullets. Yes, you'll find that no problem at a leather worker. Says even if they don't have any in stock, it takes minutes to make.
All right. So I guess he'll shell over the silver and 4 copper required.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's all he wanted to do.
All right, Grim.
Hmm.
You hear something from inside your head. You hear, you hear the voice of Crode in your head,
Oh,
and
great.
it just says, "Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go."
All right, yeah. Grim's gonna start trying to get everyone together so we can start heading out. Definitely a bit more wary now.
The longer it takes, the quicker the thoughts race. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Okay.
Zeph, Honder,
Does
Quazir,
everybody
come on.
Does everybody have everything they need?
Hunter
Rest
nod.
still.
And so, do you all set off?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Does Grim notice anything as they're like start making their way out of Darnatel?
perception check.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
You hear a horse whinny. You don't see it, but you hear it. Perhaps it's behind one of the buildings.
All right.
So, do you all set off?
Yeah.
Fantastic. After about an hour of leaving Darnatel, I want everybody to give me a perception check.
Okay. Right into it.
Actually, question.
Answer.
Ooh.
What is the bear doing?
Following you.
Oh. Like, it's not, like, doing anything?
I got a 14 on mine.
Okay.
I got an 18.
19.
19. Alright.
Ooh,
Are you
nice.
asking if your bear was reacting to the sounds? No.
Yeah, like, was it... Okay. Mine was 16 for perception.
16. Alright. Anybody above a 15 hears the distant clang of alarm bells coming from where you came from.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. We should go back. What if they need help?
Time to go.
I don't think we can.
How far from town have we gotten?
Little over an hour.
Ah.
Oh,
I
that's fair.
could.
But still, we can't just leave them.
I don't think we have much of a choice.
We can't do anything.
Are there any birds nearby?
Yes. You don't need to make a perception check. They are flying away from where you
I would like
came
to call out to one and like whistle to it and try to like figure out what's going on. Because I can speak with small animals.
from. Animal
No,
handling.
of course, no.
Oh my god.
Shitball. Okay. Let's see. Animal handling. That's 5.
Toadstool, the Disney princess.
A 5. With that, the only thing that you can glean is that they are far too panicked to even stop to talk to you.
So Toadstool just whistles at the birds as they go away, and he looks perturbed, to say the least.
Is it just birds flying away? Or are there, like, any, like, other animals kind of running away?
You only see the birds. You see no
Okay.
people.
Alright.
Do we still just only hear, like, the alarms? Or
It's
do we
distant,
hear...
and that's it.
I have a bad feeling I know... We all know
Yeah.
what's attacking that town.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to die.
I would prefer
Yeah.
not to die again. So,
I don't know if we could put up a fight against.
we know we
Whatever.
can't.
Yeah. Crode was killed by it. As much as it pains me to say it, we have to leave them.
We would fight another day.
Yes.
So you all choose to carry on. And
Yes.
the voice in Grimm's head subsides. I would like the first day's encounter roll as you all progress out of the biting weld and away from Darnatel, perhaps for the last time.
Who wants to roll?
I'll roll it.
Okay.
A 7.
A 7.
Nice.
You all make your way through the winding roads of the biting weld, passing all of the trees. Eventually, the birds stop fleeing, and you hear nothing in the forest. It is silent.
No bugs, no nothing.
Well, bugs, yes, but anything that remains quiet when there's a predator nearby, staying quiet.
Ooh.
Are we making camp soon?
You all press
Oh, yeah, 'cause you
on,
guys need...
and the sun begins to lower. This is usually the time you make camp.
Is it still like kind of cloudy out?
Yes.
Cool.
What's the terrain looking like? Like, are we still, like, in the forest, or are we, like...
You are in the forest. I will
God.
update your token as you proceed.
Okay.
Are there any clearings anywhere we can see?
That would be an investigation check.
Oh yeah, Grimm's smart. He's got this. 2.
2. You, without going too far off the path, you try to crane your neck and see if there's any kind of clearing anywhere nearby that perhaps you can make camp from, and you find none.
Darn.
I guess we keep going.
What do you say, Hunter?
My character just nods.
Okay.
All right then.
If you all press on through the night, the complete night, you will gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Ooh.
How long until we get out of the forest?
You have another full day, so
Ooh.
if you take all night,
Ooh.
you would find yourselves off the edge of the biting world.
Yeah, we
Oh, you should rest.
should rest.
All
But
right.
make sure to have somebody doing water.
I got it.
All right. So you all decide to make camp within the
Yep.
biting welds. I would like the first night of this journey's encounter roll, please.
I will do it. Just for everybody's flavor knowledge, Toadstool has set himself into a routine of making his little mud hut every night.
Aww.
Yeah, so he's just hiding away in his little mud hole. And that is another 7.
Fantastic.
Nice.
The night is quiet. Very quiet. And you all awake to a new day. You have 1 full day left within the biting weld before you leave it. I would like 1 more encounter roll.
I'll volunteer. 10.
10. This day passes by relatively normally. Wildlife seems to be back to normal. Birds are in the air, in the trees.
Could I try to take the opportunity to repeat my conversation attempt?
To a bird?
Yes, or any kind of wildlife that I can see. Something small.
Okay. Give me a D100.
I can do that. Let's see here. 72.
72. Alright. And animal handle. A perception check to find an animal.
This is going to be involved.
Yes. Because it's a day after the
11.
events. 11. It's not hard to find animals in a forest. You find a squirrel up in the trees. Now, roll your animal handling. Well, but what's the basis? Do you have to roll to do what you do?
No, it's a racial thing.
Okay.
Forest gnomes can just speak with small critters.
Right. The last
And-
time you tried was just because they were panicked. So yeah, you can speak to this squirrel.
Through a series of clicks and chitters, I'm going to ask what happened in the nearby town.
The squirrel will convey that it personally does not know, but it does know that there was a large migration of animals away from there in a panic, and that there was definitely fire.
I will thank the small critter and give him some dried food from one of my provisions.
It snags it out and then runs into the forest, most likely to go and bury it somewhere for the oncoming winter.
Good move. Toast will join the group. That's all he wanted to do.
All right. Eventually, you all find yourselves on the edge of the biting weld, and the sun has almost fallen out of the sky. You all will most likely decide to make camp.
Yep.
And so,
Mm-hmm.
I need another encounter roll from someone for the night.
I got this one. 11.
11. It's a quiet and peaceful night once more.
Question, Bouncy. Do you want me
Yes.
to keep re-rolling my portent rolls?
I believe the ruling was that you can roll the portent rolls and keep them until a day where there is a combat encounter happens.
Oh, sick. All right, cool.
You have a new day of travel ahead of you. I need another encounter roll.
I'll go ahead and do it this time. Ooh, it's a fun one. That's 17.
A 17.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh.
It is in the evening time when you reach the crossroads between Octus Ray and the Decadent Coast on your right, and on your left, the Incandescent Orchard. In front of you, you can see the Fetid Wilds on the outskirts in the distance. The
Home sweet home.
mangrove
Yep,
trees.
sweet home.
You can see large plumes of vapors distort the air off in the distance.
Toaster just kind of like takes a deep inhale and is like, familiar.
However, there is more that you see at this crossroads, standing at the edge of it. Staring into the Fetid Wilds, back turned to you, is a humanoid figure. They are in heavy white robes, not cloth or silk, nothing fancy. No, it is leather, white leather. They have a large, white, wide-brimmed hat, incredibly wide, casts a shadow over his or their shoulders. As well as, you see, from the back, they are wearing some sort of mask, with golden clasps tying it behind them.
Can I do like a history check or
You may.
to see like if I would know from their uniform?
Sure.
I got a 17.
A 17.
Ooh.
You don't recognize it at first, because it's not completely what it is. However, you've seen this before in your travels. This is the attire of a doctor. And you know that if this man were to turn around, that a very large, pronounced beak-like mask would greet you. However, it is strange. Most doctors wear black. Why is this one wearing white?
Well, to the group, I'm just gonna like form like an X with my arms and nod no.
You just want to go around?
Yeah, it's probably best to stay away from.
Has the figure made any notice of us? Or are they just still staring into the...
So, let me paint this as best as I can. The crossroads before you go directly left and right, and in front of you is the Fetid Wilds. This doctor is standing slightly off the path in front of you, more towards the Fetid Wild side. back against you.
Well, Hunter can like play stealth.
Yeah, if we're careful, we can walk by them.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, just go into like sneaking posture, letting everyone know.
Mm-hmm. So should everybody roll stealth?
May I ask why you are stealth?
As Hunter
Fair
told us
point.
to.
Hunter told you to.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
bad vibe. Bad vibes central.
Getting
Grim doesn't know
bad
what
vibe.
vibes are.
But yeah, it's
Understandable.
just to avoid them and just to continue on the path.
Okay.
I mean, he is wearing white though, and that might mean. I mean, white kind of is like good
But
in most situations.
I mean, as long as we're not obviously sneaking, I feel like if they turned around and caught us, we could explain that we're just going down the road. As long as we're just like walking quietly and not like cartoonishly like stepping, like tiptoeing. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I yeah, stealth is gonna go great.
Stealth's gonna go great
Yeah.
for Grim.
Oh yeah, with
Toast
Okay.
Grim,
knows nothing of social interaction, but Eric is just like,
actually, wait. Grim's gonna
Wait.
before we start, Grim's gonna take Toadstool
Mhm.
off his shoulders and place him down. It's like, I think it's best you do this on your own.
Oh god. Yeah. Grim isn't very stealthy, is he?
No, he
Oh,
is
you'll
not.
see.
it takes Toadstool
Oh boy.
a few moments to realize what Grim meant by that. And his shoulders visibly tense while he's like parsing through the statement. And then
Well,
he nods and he like gets down real low.
Yeah.
I would like to reaffirm game mechanics here. Stealth.
Yes.
Stealth is a party roll, and I will take the average of their rolls. And the DC is decided by the passive perception of the creature you are hiding from. Unless, of course,
Oh.
the creature is actively trying to find you. Then it gets the chance to roll a perception roll.
Okay. Let me roll.
I got a 25.
25?
Wow! I got an 8, so
An
thank
8.
you.
17.
17?
Yes! Oh god. What did you get?
Natural 1 plus
A
2.
natural 1.
Dang.
That
3, a 25, and the 17.
8, 25, 17,
8,
1.
25, 17.
And
So,
3, but
the
not 1.
and the 1. And the no, it's a nat
the
1. There is no
Darn.
modifier when you add that. So, the 25 and the 1 cancel out, meaning the 8 and 17, which means that you meet about halfway, which is this conclusion. When you all decide to casually, but very quietly, some of you more quietly than others, some of you perhaps more curious as to know who this is, make a less dedicated attempt to
It's kind
conceal
of hard
yourself.
for Grim to be subtle to begin with.
Yes, the huge clunking footsteps of
Yes,
Grim.
it is quite large.
The person turns around when you get closer, before you make your turn towards Octus Ray. And you are greeted by what Hunter assumed correctly. A large beak mask with a curve to it. And with large, reflective black domes on either side of the face. They're huge, way bigger than what would be needed for a standard human eyeball. They dominate both sides of the face. And they're reflective. You only see your reflections when you look into the mask. However, when this person does turn around, I need a perception.
Okay.
I got a 23.
A 20. Fantastic. You notice
Wow.
that when this person turns around, not only does his posture shift as he straightens up, but a small black dot raises up into the air, far away, begins to come closer.
You said a black dot is coming closer to us?
Yes, you cannot discern what it is from this distance. However, this
Um,
person does address you. Says, "Oh, hello there. So sorry, I did not notice that you all were behind me. I apologize. I was not trying to be rude."
is the dot on the road?
No, it's in the air.
In the air?
Ooh.
Yeah, my character just continues to walk away.
Oh, going away so soon, but please, please stay. I was
Walking
hoping
away.
I have
Walking away.
perhaps a
No,
proposition for you all. You all seem capable.
I'm just walking.
Proposition.
Yeah. Just gonna keep on walking. Walk the
Oh,
other way.
please,
Are they
please.
following us?
It's for my beloved. I have
I'm still
I've
walking.
lost him,
check.
and you okay? Insight.
Okay, insight.
Grim is the perfect person for this encounter. I love it in every way, shape, and form. That's a 12.
It's a 12. Though it is hard to discern. Insight from this is the wrong thing. Now, excuse me.
Ooh.
It is hard to discern true intentions when they are fully obscured as they are.
Yeah.
However, it is painfully obvious in their voice that they are in fact very desperate.
Oh.
Is the dot
Mm.
still coming closer?
He doesn't make any attempt to come closer, as you all are a very intimidating group, but he does raise his voice as you get quicker, and you can hear the trembling.
But how about the dot?
Yeah.
It gets
dot.
closer. By
Ah!
this point, you may be able to make it out with a good perception check.
Ooh, I'm gonna try.
Perception, I got a 13.
13?
Ish.
Anybody else? Well, you were the only
That
one to
was
notice
awful.
it.
Yeah, that's true.
At this point, it is most definitely a small bird of some kind.
Oh.
I point at it to the others.
Oh. Is that your familiar?
Who do you ask that to?
The doctor. And I point to the bird.
He looks up and sees. Oh no! I could never have the arcane knowledge to have summoned such a thing. No, that is merely my traveling companion. Me and him, and we travel together, and he'll go out and help me in such ways, find herbs and stuff like that. He's very well trained.
I want an insight on that.
You may.
Yeah, me too.
I got a 24.
19!
You sense, again, hard to discern without facial expressions, but body language and voice, you sense no deceit in his voice. Please, if... He'll be here pretty soon. You can see for yourself. And
What's
please,
the,
please consider my offer. I can offer my services. I can offer gold.
Look.
I am in a very, very desperate position. I truly need help.
What's
Okay.
the
Yeah, what
situation?
do
Like
you
what's
need?
It's my beloved, my sweet boy. He's out there, and I'm trying to get to him, but I can't.
he's in the and Grim's gonna point into the Fed while he's in there.
Yes.
Mm.
He's in
Toadstool's
a slaver hideout, and I can't get to
Oh.
it. It's too dangerous for me alone.
Toadstool's eyes are gonna go wide, and he's going to immediately drop into a crisscrossed sitting position, and he's going to fumble around for his bag of bones, and he's just gonna toss them on the ground, like in the road.
Thank you. What does
So are
it
you trying to
say?
get a sign based off of this doctor?
Yes.
All right.
Especially in relation to entering the wilds.
Mm-hmm.
You roll a good omen. Returning home may not be such a bad idea. Perhaps only for a little bit.
Ursula is going to look up at Grim and unmitigated joy and eagerness in his eyes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, what are we
I
up
say we help
against?
him.
Yeah, but we need to know the odds first. I
Well, he
feel
said
like.
slavers.
I'll
so-
tell you anything that I know, please. It's very important to me that I get my beloved back.
You said he was in a slaver encampment?
Yes, I'll have more info for you as soon as my companion gets back, which should be any second now. And he turns and sees. And I have mistakenly forgotten to name this poor bird. Hang on.
What kind of bird is it, though?
Yeah, what kind of bird?
Nature check.
Ah, son of a... Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. 15.
A
It's a
15?
15. Yes.
By the time it lands and perches on the edge of this doctor's wide brim hat, you can tell it is in fact just merely a swallow.
Toadstool will just smile at the bird, and he'll, like, whistle a small greeting.
Aww.
This is Kalma, and he helps me gather herbs, and also we have been together for a long time, and we've established a crude but effective form of communication, and I sent him out to try and perhaps find this camp. And please let me see if he knows anything. And he will have the bird perch on his index finger, and both of them will do a few clicks and clacks, and not totally unlike what you do, Toadstool.
Can I discern anything?
No.
Okay.
You recognize the system, but it is still very
Yeah.
much a different language.
They have their own secret code, man.
And after some
Fair enough.
time, it says, Kalma has found perhaps a cave where the slavers are harboring and living. And perhaps maybe if you could help escort me over there, I could address any wounds that you may get. I can pay for your time, and I can assist you in anything that I could possibly do. But please, I am very desperate.
I'm down.
Alright.
Rodovin did say take our time.
Yeah.
We're just
true.
doing what Rodovin told us.
Make some cash along the way.
And, do a little bit of good after we kind of just left the entire town to die, but we won't worry about that.
You know, sometimes you just gotta cut your losses.
Mm-hmm.
We need to remedy our bad karma with some good karma.
Reluctantly.
We can't do any good if we die early on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, yeah. I think we're in agreement then.
Yes.
Grim's
So
gonna
you'll do
look at the doc. He's like, we'll help you, but I'm curious. What's your name, friend?
Ah, my name. Well, I am Dr. Sakura. But you can call me Hemlock. 'Tis my first name.
Who's Hemlock's beloved?
My beloved, my sweet boy. I thought I lost him. It's
Who?
I think he was asking for his name.
Yes.
his name. Ah,
Yes.
yes. His name Ah, Gossamer.
All right.
Such a sweet boy.
And this is a child?
Yes.
A humanoid child? Or is it like...
Y'all are asking a lot of questions. Grimm's ready to just run in.
Well, humanoid is such a loose word.
Hmm.
What is humanoid? Is it the body, or is it the mind? Perhaps we can talk more along the way.
Alright.
I will freely give any information that I may have.
Alright.
And so, you will all step off the path and into the fetid wilds.
Toadstool is going to be just like, he is no longer like riding on Grimm's shoulder or anything. He is like actively running ahead of the group.
Oh,
It is
He is
so
happy to be
fortunate that I managed to catch you all.
Cat?
I'd be lying to say if I wasn't standing there on purpose to try and perhaps find a band of adventurers to help me. The crossroads is the best place to find such people.
Well, what's the situation? How did this happen?
Oh, it's a long story. I was out in the fetid wilds with Kalma, and I was trying to find some rather rare herbs to help with a sickness plaguing a nearby town. And that's when I saw the slavers, and I could not do anything myself, so I ran, and he got left behind. I feel so guilty for doing it, but I needed to go get help. I couldn't do it myself. And if I were to go back, we would have both been lost. It's a terrible thing, I know, and I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just want him back.
we'll do whatever we can to help get him back. You have our word.
You can count on us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And so, if there's anything... Yes.
I was gonna ask if I could do something.
You may do with it.
Ooh.
Since
What
this
can I
is Toadstool's, home turf, his alma mater, I assume he would know a decent bit about the local flora and fauna.
Yes.
Would he be able to pick out any clearly useful herbs and plants along the way?
Survival check with advantage.
Hell yeah, I'll take it. That's a 13.
A 13, you manage to, along the way, pick up a handful of useful herbs that are only native to the fetid wilds.
Okay,
Ooh.
thank you. Good stuff.
And unless you have anything else to say to Hemlock, in a couple hours, you arrive at the entrance to a cave off of a small cliff. I guess it's an elevation since you're on the bottom of the cliff. And I actually need to take a really quick break, so you all may strategize. As you all are going
Alright.
into, which I believe is your first dungeon of
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You have no
of
idea.
this session, or of this
Right.
table. Yes,
I'm
so
so
strategize.
excited.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
All right, guys. So here's the game plan. Grimm will go first.
Yes.
And Toadstool right on his shoulder, like a little artillery cannon.
Yes.
We're going full Master Blaster, baby.
Okay. Just to let you all know, I gained a new ability that lets me heal people a little bit if I use a key point. So if I just randomly like pat you on the shoulder or some reason, that's why. Why?
Will you ask for consent first?
Yes, I will ask for consent first. Do you want to get healed? I will pat you on the shoulder to heal you or something like that.
Just
basically.
I'm poking fun at Toadstool for not asking if you could. I'm poking fun at Toadstool from last session when he drew Grimm's unconscious form.
I am back.
Oh, Pshaw.
in.
It's useful information. It's valid for research.
Yeah, I know.
You'll thank me later.
Will I? Will I really?
Maybe. You might not. All depends on Bouncy.
So, you all find yourselves at the entrance of a cave in the Fetid Wilds with a doctor. What do you all do?
Do I hear anything coming from the cave?
Perception.
I got a 10.
A 10. No. You hear nothing at all. Besides, perhaps like a drip or a drop.
Question.
Answer.
In a combat scenario, would there be any adverse effects to Toadstool being on Grimm's shoulders?
Good
Just
question.
out of curiosity.
Well, obviously you would forego your movement.
Yeah.
Well,
In terms of
Yeah.
encumbrance, I doubt there is any.
Yeah. A fat 34 pounds.
There is... Mechanically, it functions.
That's a good thing to know about. I don't think I'm gonna do it though.
aw.
Maybe later. There's time.
Aw.
Wait until I get some better spells.
Fine.
Then I'll be a fucking howitzer. Just you wait.
Alright. So, they're inside the cave?
Are you going inside the cave?
I was asking the doctor.
Oh, you're in cave. Yes, I... This must be where my boy is.
Alright. I guess we figure out how we're going in. I guess what order. I'm fine with
Party
taking
order.
the lead.
Please discern your party words. Please discern party order now. Include the doctor in the party order, please.
I think it'd be
Oh,
best
okay.
if the doctor was towards the back, but I also think
Yeah.
we should probably keep someone who knows how to fight with the doctor in case something happens.
Butcher will be in the very back.
Oh yeah, because you
Yeah, that's a
you
good
have long range. Yeah,
Toadstool
Yeah.
will take the middle.
Grimm's in the front.
I will be in front of Toadstool.
Real quick, Bounty, I have one last thing in
Yes.
relation to the geography. How close would I be able to know how close our current location is to any of like the goblin outposts he fled from recently?
Oh, probably a couple days.
Okay,
Your best
cool.
assumption.
That's just gonna change how skittish he is.
My character actually pulls out a longbow, and
Ooh.
Hunter's crossbow is still in the back.
Alright, you all should be able to see where you all are and the cave entrance to this dungeon. Am I missing anybody? Yes, I am. Where the heck is Toadstool?
Oh my, quite large.
There it is.
Yes, it is quite a large dungeon. There you go.
It's little old me.
Alright. How are you all seeing inside of this dungeon?
Dark vision.
Vision.
Do I have dark vision? I need to check.
I have superior dark vision.
I
Well,
think I have
I
60.
don't have fucking dark vision. That's ass. That's ass.
Yeah,
So-
I got 60 feet.
Zeph, do you mind holding a torch?
I can do that.
Good.
My weapons are a stick and my fists and my legs. I'm good. I don't need two hands.
I forgot Grim does not have dark vision.
So the party will
How
carry
do
a
you not
torch.
have dark vision? You have goggles.
Well, he's a human. What do you
Yeah.
expect? Just a big old human.
Yeah.
They're just regular
Alright.
goggles. They're not goggles of night vision. He's not. Grim isn't rich. I
Oh
have
yeah, that's
16
true.
silver to my name.
With a torch lit, you can peer down and you see that the cave goes downward almost immediately. You are free to move your pieces. I will
Oh.
tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Wait, let me check one thing real quick. 'Cause I do think I have some thing. Oh yeah, danger sense. I do have that.
Ooh. What does that do?
I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So that might help if I stumble into something.
So the order is Grim and who next?
Zeph.
Me.
Zeph. Then.
Toadstool?
Then.
Doctor.
Doctor and Hunter.
Doctor, then Hunter. Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't I click on any of this right?
In that order.
Alright. Fantastic. This will be the party order. We will use Grim's token piece as the party piece until it is time to not use
Hooray!
it as a party piece. So, if you are
Hooray!
standing there, you will see this far.
I'll do a perception check to see if I notice anything out of place on the ground, anything that might be like a trap trigger.
You may.
Perception? Or would that be investigation?
What's that?
Would that be perception or investigation?
Perception. Wait, what are you looking for specifically?
I'm just looking to see if anything's out of place.
Ah,
more
no,
than anything.
perception.
That is a 17.
Just a cave.
Alright.
Nothing seems amiss yet.
This isn't anything like
That
particular.
is an indicator that you were going downwards.
Oh. Okay.
The cave is completely slanted downwards.
Oh.
You struggle to
Interesting.
climb down the rocks. It is
How
difficult terrain.
Oh.
How large is the cave? Is it, like, is
Oh.
it narrow?
Yeah, we don't know.
I meant like,
Oh yeah.
can Grim stand comfortably, or am I?
Yes, you can
Oh.
stand comfortably.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
How wide is the tunnel we are currently?
As you see, it's 5-foot squares, so probably around 10 feet to like 7 feet. 2 people can stand together in most spots.
Okay. Alright.
Oh. You round that corner. And the cave keeps spiraling downwards. You've been doing this for
Ooh.
probably about 100 feet now. And this is
Oh.
dark incline
Oh.
down. It is a struggle to actually scale down.
Ooh.
Are we gonna have to make rolls for that?
No.
No?
Only if you do it quickly.
I have a feeling we might have to make rolls on the way back up.
Oh,
most
yeah.
definitely.
We're gonna have to. Yeah.
Who would like to secure a rope?
Like, who has rope?
We all should, I
Like the most
think.
of us have-
Most packs contain
Yeah.
a rope.
Who wants
I'll do it.
Alright.
So I tie it to a rock that I think will hold for the time that we're in the dungeon cave.
Alright.
And I also tie it at the bottom if I am able to, so that it like stays in place.
Okay. You don't have to roll for that. You can take your time. And
I will take my time.
you secure this rope. All right. And Grim continues down with the rest of the party. There is a bend that I need to reveal, but speak down a second. Here we go.
Ooh. Nice.
I will return momentarily.
Okay.
Okay.
Does Grim hear anything at all?
What? Yeah,
Or is
that's a good. What's everybody's passive perception?
Mm.
14.
I got
12.
a 15.
You got a 15? Or wait, passive perception. So you don't roll.
Passive perception.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
passive is a 15.
Okay.
Oh. Mine is 12.
All right.
Also, I think Grim is probably keeping like what he
Active?
normally does on the surface. Yeah, like actively trying to keep an eye open.
All right. So if you want to roll perception while you're right here, you may.
Yeah, I just want to see if like he can hear anything, well, like from deeper in.
Okay.
22.
You hear your footsteps and the party's footsteps echo for a long time.
All right.
One second. There we go. The cave does not get tighter. It is still very much the same. It is just a long, windy, and descending.
This is a nice, pleasant stroll.
Stalactites, stalagmites, all sorts of creepy crawly cave critters and the like.
Yeah, it seems like your average cavern
It's nice and peaceful.
for now.
Nah,
But yeah,
but I don't see it.
hopefully.
This is a nice break, guys. We're going spelunking.
Isn't this like a slaver's cave?
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
good
know if
break.
it's a peaceful. Yes. Yes,
So-
that sounds very.
Are
It's a
there
good
lights
break.
in the cave?
No.
I looked at the doctor. Is the doctor still with us?
Yes, he is in front of you.
Okay.
And we're going to stop right here. Because
Oh.
two of you pick up something.
Oh.
However, the one of you, only one of the people that pick up something is the player character. But here's what happens and what you all see.
Ooh. Okay.
Grim, Toadstool, and Zeph, you hear nothing at first. But you do hear after. Like the sound of something small being thrown very fast. And then an audible yelp.
Ooh. That doesn't sound good.
Hunter, you hear the slip of a foot ahead of you. And you see Hemlock quickly, very quickly, reach with his hand into one of his coat pockets. And with as minimal movement as possible, throw something ahead of the party.
Oh.
Does the party see this?
Nope.
You
Flying
hear
past
you hear something whiz past, and you hear a yelp ahead of you.
Oh.
Do I know what was ahead of us?
You heard a foot slip on some rocks, unmistakably.
Oh, I tap on the doctor and I point at like the direction that he threw something.
Oh,
At the
so,
thing.
so sorry. I got startled. I heard something, so I reacted. So if both of you move up
out.
to examine, you see
Yeah.
a tiny creature, humanoid. It looks like Toadstool, but bald,
Oh.
with very pale skin and milky eyes. And there is a scalpel right in between their eyes, and
Oh,
the
dang.
face is now scrunching up and drying up.
What?
Whoa.
What just happened?
And
I point at the doctor.
this deep gnome is dressed in rags, and there is a second one cowering on this incline.
Got another one.
Does anybody? No, that's a dumb. Toadstool.
Hmm?
You speak Gnomish.
Huh?
Do you speak Gnomish, Toadstool?
No.
No? You don't?
Nope.
Okay then. Does anybody else speak Gnomish here in the party?
Toadstool's going to start
Just
rummaging
look
through
at
his
her.
bag.
Does
I was going to say, Toadstool starts rummaging through his bag, and he pulls out some parchment and a pen,
Oh.
because he can write in it, he just can't speak it.
Oh, okay.
And he's
Alright.
going to jot down a message and say, "Sorry about your friend, are you alright?"
is this other rock gnome armed?
No, dressed in rags.
Okay.
Oh.
And then Toadstool's just going to walk up and present the note with both hands.
They cower even more. They flinch back and they actually reel, and like I will reel more. They're still there. They didn't run. It's just they reel back in fear.
Oh.
I don't speak gnome.
Can I do a medicine check on the one who got scalpeled?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's awful. That's 6.
6.
2
Oh,
plus
Scalpel
4.
between its eyes.
Well, even with
Yeah.
a 6, you can definitely discern that there may be some poison in that scalpel.
Oh. I'm gonna point
His
that
name
out.
is Hemlock.
The doctor
I know,
stands
I'm
right
gonna-
next to you as you examine.
I'm going to look at Grim pointedly, but not say anything, and hope he understands what I'm trying to convey with my eyes. Because I don't trust. I'm going to say loudly with my eyes. I do not trust Hemlock, but I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm just gonna make eyes at him really loudly.
This entire party is just so bad at social cues, and it's iconic.
Greg just kind of cocks his head and shrugs. He's just like, it's dead. It's got a scalpel
I'm
between
just
its eyes.
pointing at the doctor.
Zeth is
behind.
trying not to facepalm so hard right now. She can't, but she's
Perfect.
trying so hard not to.
Oh, is this another incline, Bouncy?
Yes, yes it is.
Is it
The
steeper
doctor
than the
is
other one,
standing
or-
silently with his hands clasped behind his back.
So real quick,
Mhm.
what I think Toad's going to do is he's going to try and step up and push Grim back away from the surviving deep gnome for just a little bit.
Back up, yeah.
Yes, exactly like that.
Yep.
And then what he's going to do is he is going to cast Mold Earth to erect a 5-foot rock barrier behind him to block off the hallway. He's going to sit cross-legged on the incline, and he's just going to put the note out in front of him and slide it across the stone towards the deep gnome, before inching back into a corner.
Okay. So you place the note near him and then back away.
Mm-hmm.
The very frightened deep gnome will see this and quickly snatch the note and read it. And what does it say?
It says, "Sorry about your friend. Are you okay?"
Just tears erupt. They're completely just distraught and defeated.
Toadstool is going to he's gonna dig through his bag real quick. And he's going to pull out. You know what? No, he's not gonna do that. Huh. Toadstool doesn't know how to handle this. So Toadstool's gonna pull out another piece of paper, and he's going to write, "Can we help you?" And then slide it along, and then retreat further into his corner.
They will take the note, and they ponder it for a while, given the fact that you did just murder the other one.
He will slide another note across saying, "I won't let them hurt you."
They will timidly nod their head.
Toadstool's going to try speaking, and he's going to say, "Do you understand?" And he's going to say it in common.
You get no reaction.
He's going to switch to Goblin, and he's going to say, "Can you understand me?"
They shake their head. Actually, no, they don't react.
Damn.
Right.
They
Got my
shake their head
hopes up.
no.
Sorry, I was out of character for a second, thinking of the actions of other NPCs.
He knows enough Goblin to say no.
Toadstool's going to nod, and he's going to get like this puzzled look on his face. And he's going to write one last note. And he's going to say, "I'm going to lower the barrier. Stick close to me, I'll protect you."
Okay. They will be completely just attached to you by the hip.
Toadstool is going to make his way to the back of the group,
Okay.
behind Hunter and behind the Doctor, pointedly so,
see.
with the Deep Gnome in tow.
Does the Doctor react in any way as Toadstool brings the gnome by?
The Doctor will look at the gnome, but you can discern no facial expressions.
Okay.
The Doctor's been quiet this whole time.
Grim has the social skills of a rock, so he's just gonna keep walking.
Do I see the scalpel on the body as well?
Yes,
Okay, can I do a medicine check on it?
you may.
I got a 10.
10? It is definitely a Doctor scalpel, and there was definitely some kind of fast-acting poison. However, the kind of poison you do not know.
Is it visually there, the poison? Like, can you tell?
Yes, the
like,
face,
one...
the veins have blackened around the face, and anywhere near the scalpel has completely dried up.
Ew.
But we're talking dead.
Oh, yeah.
Ew. That's
I'm
awful.
going to, if I could, I would like to cast Mold Earth to create a cairn over the fallen gnome.
You may.
Aww.
Attaboy.
And then he's just going to solemnly pat the Deep Gnome on the shoulder. And with that, Toadstool is ready to proceed.
Right. The Doctor, after you make this cairn, will step towards it and clasp his hands and bow his head. And then
Oh.
move on.
Was this like decline? Was it steeper than the one that we already tied a rope to, or is this one about the same as the first one we encountered?
It's steeper.
Steeper. All right,
Okay.
more
We
rope.
should have at least 4 ropes.
Yep. Grim breaks out his rope. And then once it's secured, he's gonna go ahead and make his way down to the base.
All right. Does the party follow you?
Mm-hmm.
I would hope Zeph does, otherwise I can't see.
I can't see either.
We have a torch.
Toadstool, do you follow with your companion?
Oh, right. I am the torch. Oh my god.
Toadstool's going to maintain his
I'm
position at the
sorry,
back.
I'm sorry.
And he is going to be extra on guard since he's not near Grim.
But do you move forward?
He is going to move forward, but he, like I said, he's going to stay very much to the back of the group.
The Deep Gnome refuses to move forward. Just violently shaking their head.
Toadstool will just cock his head and look at the Deep Gnome.
Well, I don't know what answer you're expecting.
Toadstool's just gonna like pinch the bridge of his nose and shake his head a little bit. He's gonna pull out another sheet of paper. I assume he's probably gonna be running low soon. And he's going to write 3 questions. 1, can you speak to me? 2, why won't you move? 3, can I reuse those old notes?
The doctor, seeing you stop and write all this down, walks up right behind you and leans over to see what you are doing, right above your head.
If that happens, what Toadstool is going to do is he's going to shuffle forward towards this Deep Gnome, moving them away from the doctor and hiding the notes.
Are you trying to communicate to him? Through notes.
Toadstool isn't going to respond. He's just going to make a dismissive gesture with his hand and continue to write.
I could speak to him, if you wish, if he is willing to speak to me. Or perhaps I could just... No, I can't tell. Oof. I can say what you want to say to him. And if he is willing, he can say what he wants to say to you, to me, and I can tell you.
It might be best if Toadstool is left with correspondence, given current events.
Yes, I understand. No. I hope you find some way to communicate with him then. Then he will turn his back.
And once Toadstool has finished his note, he will go ahead and pass it off to the Deep Gnome.
I'm just gonna keep an eye.
What are you writing with?
I have a set of quills and inks.
Do you hand that to them too, or are you just basing it off of?
I am basing it off of their responses via body language.
So what's the first question?
Can you speak to me? Why aren't you moving? And what was the third one?
Can I reuse the other notes?
Can I reuse the old notes?
Also, I'm gonna just keep an eye on the doctor.
Okay, I'll let you know if the doctor does anything different. The gnome will hand all the papers back to you very quickly, just tossing them. Then he will say something. He will say a sentence. He'll say 3 different sentences. 1, you don't understand. Well, 2, you most likely don't understand, but 1 is gnomish.
I can understand it, but I can't reciprocate.
I see. So, do you react when he speaks? He says, do you understand gnomish?
Toadstool nods, and given a little time, he will write down and explain that he no longer knows how to speak the language, but can understand it, read, and write it.
Okay, so the gnome will speak. the slavers were attacked by creatures, and we took this chance to try to escape. But they're still down there. The creatures. You don't want to go down there. There's nothing for you down there.
More pen scratching, and then another notice passed off that says, "What kind of creatures?"
Just bad things. I've never seen anything like it. I've only heard about it in legends.
What's your name?
One second. Draven.
Draven. Let me write that down somewhere. Okay. Toadstool will reply with, "My name is Toadstool. Stay behind me. If anything gets hairy, I'll protect you."
You'll die. You can't go down there.
While everybody else is, I assumed, move forward throughout the cave system a little bit, Toadstool will be lagging behind, just like focusing more on writing. And he's gonna get out a solid paragraph. And he's gonna say, "So long as you stay behind me, all will be well. Because if worse things happen, I can create another one of those barriers, and I will give you time to get the fuck out of this cave.
No.
Even if we die."
Rocks mean nothing down here. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. No. It's too bad. It's too bad. We've all been taught to fear the Chul. And with that, he runs. Does anybody stop him?
No.
Toadstool is going to whistle loudly, and hopefully before he can get too far, he's going to try and chuck a dagger and a day's rations to him.
Ooh,
You gonna chuck a dagger at the dude?
that.
Not like chuck it, but like toss it in its sheath.
Okay.
Like, come on, a little common
Okay.
sense, people.
Alright.
Okay.
They'll quickly pick it up, but they'll keep running, and
Trail.
they are gone. And you all continue.
Grim, I guess Grim and Zeph has just been chilling at the bottom of the little incline. It's like,
I'm gonna sneak.
Okay. You'll
This will
have
make
to
his
stay
back
out
up.
of the light to sneak.
Can I take the lead with like my dark vision of 90 while I'm sneaking? And I'd make like a halt sign to the others.
You may.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Grim will gun gesture for you to take the lead then. I guess.
Alright.
I got
You
a
have to
sneak
step-
of 20.
20, got it. Alright.
I guess Grim and Zeph will try and hold back a little bit to give him a bit of space. And also because Grim now is going to keep an eye on the dock.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything to this doc who just straight up murdered a slave. Anyway.
Grim can't
I
speak.
waited.
Grim doesn't know what
I
happened. He
waited.
just saw the gnome drop and he just kept going.
Alright, so go ahead and scout
It's
ahead
the
as
gnome.
far as you want to.
Is the dock still with us?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I'm not moving this piece because I gotta reveal area.
Okie dokie.
It just keeps going.
Do I see anything like on the floor or?
No. Just a incline. Oops, wrong way.
Just so you all know, I'm hitting about my 30-minute warning.
Alright, so we'll speed up the process. It is a long journey. It takes a good chunk of time, and you have no idea how deep you are.
Are the inclines just like still getting steeper, or are they?
They vary, but most of them are fairly steep and count as rough terrain, unless you put a rope there.
Depending on how many like really steep ones, I think we have 2 more sets of rope.
We can. Okay, let's. Do you plan on using the rope?
I assume at the
Only on the
inclines where
really
it's
steep
super
ones.
steep, then yeah, we probably
Alright.
stop,
No,
tie off
I'm
rope.
like
So, one here. One here. This is a steep one. Steep.
Okay.
There you go. Use all 4 ropes.
Okay.
And when you turn
All
this bend, you finally see an opening.
A room?
A room.
A thing?
Oh. Thank the heavens.
Do I hear anything in this room?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Hunter's.
Oh.
Hunter,
That's
Oh,
good
right.
news.
I
Is
Oh yeah,
it-
forgot.
is it still
Hunter's
dark
skulking in
there?
front.
You hear skittering.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
multiple things, or
One large thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh.
am I able
Oh,
to
fun.
discern what it is?
You would need an Arcana check for that, and I'll send you a
Arcana.
picture of what it is.
I'll return in
I-
like 2 seconds.
I got a 3.
You have no idea what this thing is.
You said you'll send me a.
Yeah, I'm sending it in the Discord now, and I am showing chat current.
Oh,
It is a large creature with ginormous spiked pincers, with weird insect-like legs. It is quadrupedal. It has a fish tail. It has a weird humanoid face with a broad neck. And where there is a mouth, there is only tentacles.
is the
Yeah.
place lit or is it
No.
dark?
Dark. What you do see is a few scattered corpses of dark elves, as well as a few
Oh.
deep gnomes in tattered clothing.
Well, I point at the thing if the others can see it, or the ones that has dark vision, I guess.
Yeah, now that it's been pointed out, could I also make an Arcana check?
may.
Given that I'm an amnesiac, I don't have high hopes,
No.
but I do have some arcane knowledge.
hmm
Still, not ideal. 14.
You have no idea. However, once the rest of the party catches up, the doctor moves forward slightly and puts his hands on Grim and Zeph as he moves forward. Oh, it's marvelous.
Oh.
Look at it. Look at that creature.
Oh, is that your beloved?
No. No, I just... Oh, to see one! We
Ah.
must not let it know we're here.
What is it?
That,
Well, yeah, what is it?
my friends, is what's known as a chul.
Sure.
A
For
chul.
the uninitiated, that means
Can I roll something? Because that sounds like something he said before, and I want to remember if that's
It's
something
what
he
the
said
deep gnome
before.
said.
Oh, it's what the deep gnome
Oh,
said. Okay.
would Toadstool be able to make the distinction between the 2 languages, given that he'd never heard that term before?
Chul is one of those words that sounds the same in every language.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Toadstool's,
no.
Toadstool's eyes are going to go a little bit wide when he sees this weird hulking creature and draws the connection. And he's going to immediately go a little bit on guard.
This...
I'm gonna like ready my bow just in case if we fire at it
No,
or attack
no,
it?
don't shoot, don't. You will not live. This is the tip of the iceberg. This is the harbinger. This is the warning. You do not want to alert this. It is, in its nature, a servant, though it in itself is something unfightable. If we are to alert this jewel of our presence, something far worse, something far worse will be alerted to our presence, and we cannot let that happen down here. Not when my boy is still down here. And as you all quietly talk amongst yourselves, it does just wander, skittering to and fro, eating the corpses around it.
Oh.
Just give it some time. Let it have its fill. Then it will retreat back to its master. And then, maybe, it'll be safe to explore elsewhere. So, do you all wait for this jewel to consume the bodies of the dead slaves and slavers?
Yeah, I guess.
After some time, it'll drag a half-eaten corpse. What do you want to do?
Do we get a short rest in that time, or is it like shorter than a short rest?
You'll get a short rest in that time, sure.
Okay.
And after some time, it'll drag one of the corpses and retreat down this path. It is gone now, but we must take extra care not to alert it of our presence.
Do you know where your beloved is
No.
in this
no.
cave?
I can only hope it is not down that path.
It?
Him. I can only hope he is not down that path.
I assume it's still pitch black.
Yes.
Okay.
Toadstool wishes to know more about your beloved. The
What
bones
would you like
spoke
to know?
well, but what is your beloved?
Yes.
The
They're asking too many questions.
No, we're not.
It'll all be apparent in due time, please. Let's worry about the objective at hand. Death is around the corner.
Toadstool doesn't have enough people skills, but methinks we are not asking enough questions. Eric, the
Yes.
player, says.
Yes.
I'm enjoying playing Grim because I don't have to give. I don't care. Keep going.
Understandable.
Yes.
Okay.
Onward.
Oh, there's multiple paths.
We know.
No.
Let's go down this one.
No. Grim has made a mental note of that path.
So you said there were bodies of slavers.
I was quite
do the
disoriented last time I was down here. I'm not quite sure which one it was. It was very dark.
Hold on, real quick. Bouncy.
Yes.
There were slavers' bodies down here, correct?
Yes.
Do the slavers have any goods on them? Anything that might be worth salvaging that hasn't been wrecked apart by the Chul?
No.
Darn.
They got eat.
The jewel was
That's
thorough.
unfortunate.
No loot.
No loot.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Yes, 3 paths.
What about 4?
We're not doing 4.
No,
I'm gonna roll.
we're not
Okay,
doing
hold on.
4.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna re-roll. Actually, no. I'm gonna roll a d6, and we'll go 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. This one. That's what I roll. That is what Toadstool chooses,
Okay.
and therefore it is law because Toadstool,
That was
enigmatic though he may be.
Yeah, Toadstool actually just took out his
It's
set of bones and just rolled them on the
I
ground.
just rolled them and said, "This one works."
Will I have to
Yes.
roll another stealth?
No.
No.
Okay.
I was gonna
Yes,
suggest
yes, this
going
path
over
looks
to-
familiar.
Okay.
I think this is the one.
Is
You
there any
think?
anything on the floor like blood or bodies or?
Yeah. Is
Not
there?
here.
Okay.
In the other room, yes. Not here, though.
Okay.
Eventually, the cavern opens up. And what you see
Oh no.
is very interesting.
Oh. Yeah.
It is a huge opening.
Oh shit.
When you peek around the corner, you see different things. But very much, 1 second, I just ruined my tabs.
Ooh.
The most prominent thing is that little large purple oval that you all see. This, if you know what it is, know that it is terrifying.
What is it?
I'm
Can we
going to
roll
be
something?
posting. You may roll an Arcana check.
Oh, fun. I'm terrible at those. Yeah, no, that's bad. Not good.
Nope.
Nope.
I posted what you see
No
in the
idea.
Discord.
I got a 21.
Sick.
A 21. You've heard about these only in legend. It is a giant purple worm.
No.
They are a force to be reckoned with.
A worm?
We will.
However, this one is dead and rotting.
Oh.
Oh.
Though it
Oh.
is very
Okay.
large. It is about 80 feet long.
Jeez.
And the 3 circles are these,
Ew.
which are feasting off of the purple worm's corpse.
I point at the
Ew.
doctor and then point at those 3 things.
Oh, let me. Yes, my beloved. Oh, just how I remembered. Yes, yes, this is all so worth it. It's so good
These
to
are your
see.
beloved?
No, no, those filthy creatures. No, my beloved, the purple worm.
I don't know how to break this to you, but I think that purple worm is not alive anymore.
Yes, perfect. A
What?
golden opportunity. It's like the stars have aligned and the gods have smiled upon me even in their grave. Please, please, disperse of these disgusting creatures
what
so
do you
that I
mean?
may
What do you
address
mean the worm
my
is
boy, my beloved.
Okay.
You're so far away.
I know.
I'm just gonna. Can I like ready an action to like
You may.
shoot at one of them?
Sure.
Yeah. Should we roll initiative?
Well, do you plan on fighting these creatures?
I want to try
mean,
and get
you said
closer
take
to him
that.
first.
By the way, this whole entire cavern smells like 2 things. 1, the rotting stench of decay and death, and 2, battery acid.
Ooh. Ugh. Lovely. I love to
Pungent.
hear that.
I love the smell of decay in the morning.
Pungent dungeon.
Pungent dungeon. What are your actions?
Ah.
Well, they're pretty far away. So Grim
Yeah.
can't do nothing. What's the plan?
Yeah, you're
I
not
look
a
at
log
Grim and then I just like put my hand like a like Chester, and
Mhm.
then I just like keep readying my action to shoot at one of them.
Okay.
Grim doesn't have
I'm
a
gonna get
long
into a
range potion.
defensive stance.
I will re-describe the scene. These three
And
creatures are feasting off the corpse of dead giant purple worm.
oh,
They're
yeah.
distracted.
Okay. We can sneak up on them. So should we?
I kind of want to try to.
Me too.
Roll for stealth then, if you want to.
Grim is gonna
Oh, fun.
like let Grim try first because he's bad at it. I don't want you to do well and then I screw it up. If I screw over after that, we're fine.
Well,
that's
I'm in
17.
range, so I'm good where I'm at.
I got 17 for
12.
stealth.
All right.
Nice. I got 12.
Grim, scared about failing, being quiet this time, takes one step. Shocked about how quiet it was. You manage to pass the DC.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I want to start trying to get closer to the one back in the back. I want to try to get closer to this one.
Okay.
Well, like trying to skirt,
Okay.
basically trying to skirt the outside of the wall.
Yeah.
So can I start moving up along it, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And then Grim's gonna ready to charge forward at the one closest to him.
All right.
Anyone else gonna do anything, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled stealth earlier and I got a 12.
Ah, I see.
Yes. I know. I'm sorry. I tried.
So we opting to take all of our stealth rolls individually, what I'm hearing. Or do you still want
Oh.
the average?
Yeah, we're both going
Oh.
together. Then
You're going
Yeah,
together,
we're
then
average.
I still have my 20.
Yes, so you all can navigate pretty well stealthily.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you gonna go, Hunter? Okay. Alright.
My character just stays right here.
Okay. So are you going to attack this one? The middle one?
I point at the one nearest to Grim.
Oh, okay. I will also go over there just to be safe.
Ideally, someone needs to get this one's attention.
What
I
is it?
know.
All right. So, are we gonna unleash chaos?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Me? Why me?
It is
You're
up
the
to
one
all
that's
of you.
most
It's up to us. Do we want to roll initiative to see
Yeah.
who attacks
Yeah,
first?
we may
or-
go ahead and roll
I
initiative if you
kinda
so
need
choose.
to
If you guys want to attack, you may roll initiative.
Yep.
I got an 8.
Ooh. I got a 17.
10.
Am I missing anybody? Missing toadstools.
Toadstool is muted.
Yes, we have 3 minutes left of this session, so we'll most likely do the combat after.
I am so sorry. I had no idea I was muted. I was talking this whole time, and none of what I was saying was relevant. I was trying to be like, hey, I'm gonna like step up there and cause chaos because I can when you guys were talking about it, and that never happened.
Yes, you were muted.
I'm so sorry.
Is Toadstool is Toadstool gonna unleash chaos?
Toadstool can and Toadstool will, given the opportunity.
Yeah.
What's
Toadstool
Toadstool's
can
initiative first?
Toadstool has roll initiative first, and Toadstool got an 8.
Dang
An
it.
8.
Ah!
I'm assuming you were less dexterous than Hunter, so I will put you below.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
+2.
right. We can get the surprise round down at least in the next 2 minutes, so Grim, please go.
Yeah. Grim. The math.
Grim is gonna bonus action rage and he's gonna charge forward that one.
All right.
Woo!
And I don't remember how surprise rounds work.
Take your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you just take your
Okay.
turn.
Ooh. Okay. That is that is a 16 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. D12.
Nice.
Okay. And that is, and there's no bonus for a +2 melee damage, so 10.
Yeah, there's
13,
a damage bonus.
14, 15 points of damage.
Fantastic. 15. It is recorded.
Grim lets out a roar and charges forward, sinking his axe into the back of the creature.
It is now Hemlock's turn.
Oh.
And he will jaunt up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and throw a dagger at the middle one. 1 second.
A dagger? Or
Yeah,
a
he procures
scalpel?
it from his from inside his coat.
Okay.
So that would be this. Oh, he misses. That's unfortunate.
You hit the worm.
He hit the wall.
He
It's
hit
pretty
the
bad
worm.
miss.
Oh.
All right. Zeph, your turn.
Yeah. That's my turn. I'm gonna go right here.
All right.
Let me see. Let me make it. Alright, I'm just going to make a staff attack,
All right.
and then I'm gonna make an unarmed strike as my bonus action.
All right. Roll the hit.
Alright, 19.
That hits.
And that's 6 damage, and then 22,
Damage.
and no,
Oh.
6 damage, and then I rolled the unarmed, which is 22,
Got it. That
and
hits.
I got 4 damage for that.
Got it. Recorded.
So all in all, 8 damage.
8?
No, not 8. Sorry. No, not 8. 12 total damage.
12.
I'm pretty
Got
sure.
it. The creature is now bloodied. And let's see. It is now Hunter's turn.
Oh wait, that's my bad. It's 10. I'm sorry.
10? Oh, okay. Creature is no longer bloodied.
Just sorry.
Okay.
I wanted
I'm
to make sure it
going
was accurate.
to
No, it's alright.
use my longbow and shoot at the ones that they were attacking.
Alright.
Thank you.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Whoa. Nat or dirty 20?
Oh, it's a dirty.
Okay.
Alright, it'll take 9 damage.
Alright. It is now bloodied again.
Hooray.
And because of my class, I can make a second
Ooh.
attack.
All right.
Nice.
Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
It does 15 damage more.
All right. It is not looking good. All right. Toadstool, conclude the session for us.
With pleasure. Okay, so, who's looking the most fucked up?
Red.
Red? I
Red.
take it, blue is the second most fucked up?
Blue's untouched.
Blue's untouched.
Yeah,
Green's the second most fucked
Blue
up.
and
Good stuff. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to cast level 2 magic missile, and I'm going to split the bolts in between red and green.
All right.
So, red is gonna go ahead and take from me a fat 8 points
Dead.
of force damage.
Dead.
Woo!
Woo!
And green is gonna take 5.
Green.
Yes.
Green will take 5. All right.
Oh no, not green. I'm sorry, blue.
Blue,
The one
got
that's
it.
untouched. My bad. It's on me.
All right. And you managed to kill one within the surprise round. You guys will go again. Next session, we will conclude here.
Dick
Hey.
nasty.
Those creatures were just enjoying their meal. Suddenly, just hear a roar from behind, and then it gets fucking obliterated.
A high-pitched squeal of Toadstool, like writhing in power.
All right.
Okay, folks. Well, it's been fun. I gotta piss like a racehorse, and I need to go to sleep because I have to wake up at 3. So good night.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Have a good one, everybody.